How do I develop an engaging end product? My name is Ryan Stoyer. Welcome to PBL Simplified, designed to answer your PBL need-to-knows to help simplify the PBL process for your classroom. How do I develop an engaging end product? It's part of how do I plan a PBL series. If you haven't seen the first one, you might want to click up here. We've got 4 pieces that we're looking at to plan our PBL. Standards, community partners, end product, and 21st century skills. So how do you develop an engaging end product, and what's the point? The point is that as we're learning under this umbrella of a driving question, we're building that learning and plugging it into this end product that we can present to an authentic audience. So what about the dioramas that you've created in the past and then tossed in the dumpster? What about the trifolds that you put a grade on and then burned? You know, you have to go ask the maintenance staff, like, hey, I'm probably going to load up the dumpster this week. What's the best day? I'm not suggesting that you keep 125 dioramas, don't worry. But I am suggesting that that end product needs to be authentic and it needs to have meaning in your learner's life. If they know it's just a grade and then it's done, they'll get whatever grade's acceptable to them. Maybe it's a C, maybe it's a B, maybe it's an A and it's a point getter. That's great, but it's still not really building engagement, and the end product should build engagement. So to start brainstorming some of those ideas, you can click up here and you'll see in our PBL resources, there's actually a whole document and several slide decks that can lead you through like how to pick the best end product for what it is you're doing. But ultimately, there needs to be a why behind your end product. Why are your learners creating this? So then as you're engaging that content, you're interjecting that why in here. The why is because it relates to your content, and then your community partner is going to need that at the end. So am I completely anti-diorama and anti-trifolds? Not necessarily. If you're going to ask me to build a trifold and it's going to be part of an expo where I'm going to engage community partners and I'll use that trifold to point out why it is that our water table is in trouble and what it is they can do, and I interject a call to action to that community partner, then maybe that trifold is being used well. So it always comes back to our why. Why do we want an end product? What's the purpose of it? And a lot of times it's to take that content, the rigorous content that we're learning, and we're trying to hang it someplace so that we can utilize it. So as we go through this process of planning a PBL, we're going to look at standards, community partners, end products, and 21st century skills, and we're going to see that they all combine to create a great PBL so that you can engage your learners, tackle boredom, and transform your classroom.